Well, what else would you expect from Victoria?
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Bong, bong, bong. We all know the tune, but who among us has paused even for a second to think about the lyricist? Hoping to escape that poor fellow's obscurity tonight are, on my right, Jeremy Partington, a history graduate who spent 6 months living in France dressed as a cowboy. Chris James, a software developer with a degree in civil engineering who received a naked autograph from an England cricket captain. And their captain, Jonathan Carter, a former barrister who has twice reached the final of the Times crossword competition and once crashed a boat on the Norfolk Broads. United by a love of melty clocks and Monty Python, they are the Surrealists. Now, you won your first game against the genealogists, then you beat the part-time poets to get to this round. How important is it to you to keep winning?
Well, I think we consider ourselves fortunate to have got this far, so if we can go a bit further, then all to the good, I think.
You'll be trying to beat this time around. On my left, Phil Stiles, a secondary school teacher who woke up one day to find her car had been buried beneath the market stalls of a village fete. Tom Kappelman, a software engineer with an interest in Japanese anime who owns a significant collection of 3D jigsaws. And their captain, Graham Cole, a computer science graduate who loves a puzzle and had his brain experimented on as an infant. United by a love of languages, they are the Verbivores. Now, Graham, you lost your opening game against the Smiths. You're here as one of the highest scoring losers. You beat the Channel Islanders and the Taverners to get through to round 3. What do you think about tonight's opposition?
Well, Jonathan, by all accounts, is pretty good at the missing vowels, so our previous strategy of fall behind on the wall and then win by 1 point in the last round might not work this time.
Well, let's see. Why don't we kick off with round 1 and see how you fare? You won the toss, but you've decided to put the Surrealists in first. So, Surrealists, what would you like?
Twisted flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. OK, what is the connection between these apparently random clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. Is it the actor Christoph Waltz? Charlotte Gray. It's not. Next,
Shades
please.
of Grey.
So they've all played Doctor No.
Oh no, it's
no.
Blofeld.
Blofeld, that's it. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. They've all played Blofeld in the James Bond films.
They have all played Ernst Blofeld in the James Bond films. You didn't need the last and greatest one, Telly Savalas, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, of course. Which films did these actors appear in?
Grey must be the recent one.
Well, Christoph Waltz was Spectre, which was the last
Christoph
one.
Waltz was in Spectre, yeah.
Pleasance was... Grey was the original one, wasn't it, in Dr. No?
Savalas was Diamonds Are Forever.
No, Charles Gray's Diamonds Are Forever.
Oh, right.
Right.
Telly Savalas on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Donald Pleasance was in You Only Live Twice. Blofeld. If you were going to play a Bond villain, let me ask you this, Jonathan. What would be your weird thing? A cat, a glass eye? What would be your thing?
What would be my weird thing?
What animal would you be stroking in the opening scene?
Oh, probably an Alsatian.
That would be a good one. Really stroking an Alsatian would be quite sinister.
Because it's quite relaxing anyway.
If you make the final, we'll try and arrange to have one here.
It's worth getting there just for that.
There are plenty that work on the production, so I think it can be arranged. Verbivores, what would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What is the connection between these clues? These musical clues. First one coming in now.
I need somebody to be my baby. Someone to
Next, please.
tell my
There's Teenage Dirtbag Party.
Nirvana? Next. We've got Baby, Teenage. Is it Stages of Life?
No, it's Teenage Green Teenage. Dirtbags, I think it's all just Teenage.
Teenage. Okay. Teenage.
That is the connection. What did we hear?
The last one was Teenage Dream. One before that was Teenage Dirtbag. Don't know about the first one.
Yeah, Teenage Dream, Katy Perry, Teenage Dirtbag, Wheatus. The first one, Teenage Idol by Ricky Nelson. What do you think the fourth clue would have been? Oh, come on, what's the most famous song with teenage in the title?
Kicks.
Teenage Kicks, The Undertones, that's what that would have been, but we didn't need that one. You came in after 3 clues, you get 2 points. Well done. Surrealists, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus, OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please.
It's In a Lonely Place, Dark Passage. The Humphrey Bogart films, with a letter changed.
Yeah?
I don't know if it's Humphrey Bogart, though. What's the thing?
The films with...
Try that.
What?
What was the thing?
Should we go next?
Go on then.
Next, please. Yeah. So they're
Films with a letter.
films with one letter changed, all starring Humphrey Bogart.
They are Humphrey Bogart films with one letter change. You'd need Capablanca, would have been the last one. I think you spotted that after 2 clues, Chris.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What should these film titles be?
In a Lonely Place, Dark Passage.
Big Sleep,
Big Sleep, and
And
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
I'd quite like to see The Big Sheep. I think that'd be a really good, good version. Verbivores, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads, OK. And these are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
Rolls Royce? I think it's Rolls Royce, isn't it? Next, please. A painting of someone carrying some hair, or we think maybe the artist. Next. It's unknown soldier. Could be, at the top, is that a Rolls Royce soldier or Phantom? I don't know. Next. They all face to the left.
They all face to the left.
Well, it's true of the last one, and maybe the unknown soldier is facing to the left.
I think that is not something that connects all 4 clues, I'm afraid, though not a bad guess. Surrealists, would you like to have a go for a bonus?
Led Zeppelin?
No, that's not it either. But tell me about the second clue.
The album cover for one of their albums, isn't it?
It is the album cover for their 4th album, which doesn't have a title. And neither does it feature the name of the band. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier you recognise, that is one of the Queen's cars in the first clue. No number plate. The Queen's cars don't have a number plate. And stamps, they do not say British stamps, the country of origin. So they are all things that lack the traditional identification. You would normally see number plates on a car, a title on an album, a name on a tomb, or a country on a stamp, but not in the case of these 4. So no bonus point, but you may choose a question.
Lion, please.
Lion, OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. The equivalent. Is it equivalent?
I don't know.
CCP was USSR.
Yeah, so should we go
What was
for
the
it?
year, though?
Should we go for it?
Yeah.
What do you think? One more?
Yeah.
Next, please. Yeah? It's the Cyrillic alphabet and their equivalent in
Latin alphabet.
in the Latin.
Or the Roman alphabet, that's absolutely right. So these are Cyrillic letters and the way you would pronounce them. So S, R, N, V. It's a pronunciation thing. Again, I think you spotted it after 2 clues.
Because I remember the Russian road signs have stop with CT.
Oh, good memory. Did you obey them?
I wasn't driving.
All right, Verbivores, back to you for the last question of the round. Water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
James Watson's Nobel Medal. What happened to this? Cricket Watch? Yeah, I think so. Next, please. Holdings in Facebook. That's pretty right. There's like, yeah, it's not a holding company. Next. Is it something to do with a certain metal? Clots in the water. Next. Shares an arsenal, but I think it's going to be some kind of metal.
Or about shared ownership.
2 seconds.
Platinum.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So another bonus chance for the Surrealists.
They've all had to be sold. No, they've all been...
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. Once you've given an answer out to it, I have to take that as your answer. I think you can say that pretty much everything in the world has had to be sold. I know I have. So I can't really take that. It is to do with buying and selling, though. Specifically, they've all been bought by Alisher Umanov, a Russian oligarch who's a part owner of Arsenal, and he also bought James Watson's Nobel medal in order to give it back to him. Actually, quite a nice thing to do. He bought holdings in Facebook and mines in Russia with a source of his income. Have you heard of him?
Rings a bell, I think, but...
I mean, that's my kind of oligarch. Owns pretty much everything and people don't really know his name. That's definitely the kind of oligarch I'd be. So no bonus point. At the end of round 1, the Verbivores have 2 points, the Surrealists have 6. On to round 2, the sequence is round. The teams must work out the connection and then tell me what would come fourth. You'll be going first again, Surrealists, so please pick a hieroglyph.
Horned viper, please.
The horned viper, OK, you'll be seeing the first in a sequence. What would come fourth? Time starts now.
Next, please.
It's the tail of glass, is
It
it?
says Peter Rabbit, the tail of glass. What the hell was the sequence? What was the fourth one?
Oh, God, no. What was the thing?
Next, please. Squirrel nut.
That's got a Jerry Is it not Jeremy?
Mrs.
Oh, it might be.
I don't know.
No,
Could be
Lady
Madame
Tickle.
Tickle. Madame Tiggy.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else.
Yeah, go on then.
Madame Tiggy Winkle.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So there's a bonus chance for you now, Verbivores.
Pierre Lapin.
Pierre Lapin is the right answer. What is the sequence?
They're Beatrix Potter stories in French, but I'm not sure what the sequence is.
Publishing order in reverse.
In reverse. So the first one, Pierre Lapin, Peter Rabbit, and then we're going backwards. So we started at the tale of Benjamin Bunny, then the Tailor of Gloucester, then the tale of Squirrel Nutkin. Mrs. Tiggerwinkle is, I think it's Madame Picadrou la Blanchisseuse. Mrs.
That's what I was
Picadrou.
going to say.
Yes, I probably would have taken Madame Tiggerwinkle if that was the answer in translation. But yes, the laundress. Mrs. Tiggerwinkle is a laundress in the French title. But Peter Rabbit or Pierre Lapin is the answer. So well done, you get a bonus point, and you may choose a question.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus, OK. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next. It was a show in the 80s, but the answer just shows in. Who presented those? Next. It's Michael Aspel, isn't it? Isn't it? What's Michael Aspel present now?
Does he do antics?
I think he did.
So-
I think it's yeah. I think
If it's all we
should we
know.
go that? Yeah. Antiques Roadshow.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, Surrealists, you have a chance for a bonus
Is
point.
it Michael Parkinson?
Let's ask... No, it's a programme.
What is? Oh, is it Give Us
Ask
a Clue?
Aspel.
No, that's not it. You see, they're not all about Michael Aspel.
No.
Right.
Although they are all about the Antiques Roadshow. These are successive Antiques Roadshow presenters. Arthur Negus was a presenter going for a song. Michael Aspel never presented nationwide. Hugh Scully did, though. Michael Aspel. So we wanted a show presented by Fiona Bruce, the next Antiques Roadshow presenter. For example, Hive Minds, the BBC 4 quiz. BBC 4. Who would want to present a quiz on BBC 4? Who'd want to do that? Who would want to be on BBC 4? Something presented by Fiona Bruce I wanted to hear, so you're all in the right area, but not the answer. So, Surrealists, what would you like next?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax, what would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
Another piece of...
Also, beauty circle.
Next, please.
No, it's not that.
It's Mariel Hemingway.
Sure. I think it's not her car.
Or Maria Schreiber.
No, it's not.
Next, please. That's Jake Gyllenhaal. Is it siblings?
Is that Imogen Stubbs?
As Imogen Stubbs, you're right, yeah. It's a Kissinger. Stubbs. Jake.
3 seconds.
Anything?
No.
Or is it Shakespeare or something?
I can't let you chat.
Kenneth Branagh.
No, that wouldn't be an acceptable answer. Although I'm interested you say it, I'll come back to you. Verbivores, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Someone ending with Inger. Something Schlesinger. Someone called Schlesinger.
And why would that be?
Well, we think we could have got this completely wrong, but we think the first one might be Henry Kissinger and then Kim Basinger.
Oh, right, OK. And then Jake Gyllenhaal. No, it is Henry Kissinger.
Oh, okay.
But that's not the answer. Now, I'm coming back to you. Why did you say Kenneth Branagh?
For no reason whatsoever, to be honest.
Oh, OK, so you hadn't noticed it was alphabetical. It's Henry Kissinger, Imogen Stubbs, Jake Gyllenhaal. So we are going H-I-J. I wanted someone whose name began with a K, but it's got to be Katie. For example, Katie Durham. These are UK storms. You know, they're given names, and these are successive storms. They were all from 2016, Storm Henry, Storm Imogen, Storm Jake, and they named it after someone with a K, but it wasn't Kenneth, I'm afraid. It was Katie. Interesting coincidence. So, Verbivores, you don't get the bonus, but you may choose a question.
Lion, please.
Lion. OK. And what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Right. Brown in green. Next. Green in yellow. What's the sequence here? 3, 2. No, it's not syncopables. Next. Yellow in orange. Oh, it is snooker balls, but it could be red in red. It's the rainbow and snooker balls, so it's red in the colour red, isn't it?
We don't have orange in snooker.
No, but it's part of the rainbow. It's red, yellow, green, brown for snooker, and yeah. The word red in red
is the right answer. And I can hear that you know two sequences are going on here, snooker and the rainbow, and both are going backwards. So it's snooker balls in reverse order of potting them, and then reverse colours of the rainbow in the way we normally remember them. So red in red is the fourth one. Well done. So, Surrealists, please choose a question.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
T for 2.
Okay. Right.
So what's the
So is that T?
I don't know. What's the connection?
Next, please. Oh, so it's a T. That's something going backwards. So tea, lunch, so something with breakfast. So breakfast at Tiffany's. A film starring Audrey Hepburn.
And why would that be?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
That's absolutely right. Breakfast at Tiffany's would be a good one. We went with a Kurt Vonnegut novel of 1973, Breakfast of Champions. What's the sequence?
So they're meals of the day going backwards. So we think
Mal is.
that's probably dinner. What's that?
My Dinner with Andre
Oh,
is that
Andre.
Louis Malle film.
And then
T for 2, is it?
and then
Déjeuner sur l'herbe.
Or Luncheon on the Grass. I mean, I have a problem with this question in that I eat at least 8 meals between breakfast and lunch, but they've missed out 11s and 10s and 9s and all the various other ones. But you thought like the question writers, so well done. You get the points. Verbivores, one question remains for you. Water. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay. Next. Is it football flights? Is there something below conference? No, it's not the summer, is it? Next. Summer conference. Oh, it's conference season. So November is where they do the. That's when they do the budget, is it?
It's recesses of Parliament, actually.
And when's the next one? Christmas.
I guess. Yeah, that must be okay.
It's Christmas.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
Tom thinks it's recesses in Parliament.
Well, Tom thinks rightly. You must have thought it was wrong, or you wouldn't have blamed Tom so quickly. But that is correct.
My evil plan foiled.
They are House of Commons recesses going towards Christmas. Well done. So at the end of round 2, the Verbivores have 7 points, the Surrealists have 8. Connecting wall time now, and Verbivores, you chose to go second in the earlier rounds, which means you've chosen to go first here. Would you like lion or water?
Lion, please.
OK, 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Early riser.
Emily Pankhurst.
Emily Davison, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the feminist.
Christabel, possibly.
Possibly. I can't see any others. Cicely Annie, for example. Oh,
well,
right, okay, that was lucky.
Possibly Dill was
Good, yeah.
Angelica.
Angelica. What about Carrot? Is that going to be... Well, let's try, but I don't think you can call it a herb, but...
Or is Nosing... Well, Nosing the...
Right.
3
Fool's
strikes
Fool's
now.
Gold, Fool's Cap.
Fool's Errand, Fool's Gold, Fool's Cap, and Fool's Paradise, perhaps?
Possibly.
What are the others? Riser, Parsley,
So hold on food.
Nosing and Tread.
What about an early riser? But
Treadwater, Riser. Is it, I think it has something to do with the tyres. Is there a riser and a tyre to tell you how high the wear is?
Stairs have risers.
Stairs have tread. Or you can tread. Is that right? I'm pretty sure stairs don't have parsley, do they?
I'm not sure what parsley would be.
Depends what you're growing on your stairs, but nosing. What's nosing? Nosing, riser. It was going to be one of those wordy ones. I can't think what's going to be an anagram of. Player, yeah. Well, I think if we ignore parsley and just look at these, so nosing, tread, riser. I think it might be if we don't have anything else, we could go with stairs. I mean, parsley might be some obscure thing, and at some point we're going to have to try paradise just in case it's wrong.
Yeah, it's false parsley. Should we go about just?
No,
Okay, is parsley also
false
one?
parsley.
So Paradise Parsley, Errand and Gold, and then Cap would fit more.
Paradise, parsley, errand, and gold.
And then the rest is more like a group.
There you go, you've solved the wall. So that's all the points for the groups. What about the connections? Christabel, Emmeline, Emily, Annie.
They're the first names of feminist campaigners, suffragettes.
They're campaigners for women's suffrage. Yes, so what are their surnames?
Emmeline Pankhurst and Emily Davison.
Christabel Pankhurst as well.
That's right, that's Emmeline Pankhurst's daughter. Annie Kennedy.
Oh.
Yes, she worked with Christabel Pankhurst. She was arrested for disrupting a Liberal meeting, and she refused to pay her fines. And the Green Group: Carrot, Dill, Cicely, or Cicely, Angelica.
These are herbs.
No, you see, they're not all herbs, I'm afraid. What they are all, and you could have just looked at it and said carrot and said they're all carrots. They are all types of parsley, types of celery, types of carrot. They're members of the same family, but they're not all herbs. And the pink or purple group starting Paradise.
Fools. You can put fools in front of all of them.
That's right. Fool's Paradise, Fool's Parsley, Fool's Errand, Fool's Gold. Parsley, of course, red herring for the previous group. And the last one, Riser, Tread, Nosing, Cap.
There's only staircases or something with a shaft.
Or advertising.
Shall we say to do with a shaft, a mine shaft or something, or a riser? A riser can be a mine shaft. You can cap a shaft. It's wrong, isn't it?
Phil is shaking her head with annoyance because you know they are parts of a staircase. Unlucky. But 4 points for the groups and 2 points for the connections. That is a total of 6. I'm going to bring in the Surrealists now, give them a new connecting wall and see what they can do about solving it. It'll be the water wall for you. 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
So these are... Bristol.
Liverpool South is a station, but be careful because it.
Oh, these are aeroplanes, aren't they? Aeroplanes.
Bristol.
Bristol is an aeroplane. So you've got what's in East Midlands.
Eaves, Flashing, Dormer, Cable.
Yeah, that window. Bristol.
Lee,
Liverpool.
Shorts.
There's airports in there.
Warwick,
East Midlands.
Castle Howard, Warwick Castle.
Castle.
Lee Howard, Trevor Howard, Vivian Lee, Olivia de Havilland.
Oh, yeah.
And Rutherford, possibly.
Gone with the Wind? OK.
3 strikes now.
So we've got aircraft, Hawker Siddeley, Vickers Armstrong.
Bristol. Shorts.
Is that air? So what are the other ones? These railways?
No, that's an airport. That's possibly an airport.
Yeah.
That's an airport. So there's at least 3
Bristol's
airports.
airport, is it?
There's 3
I'm going to have to
airports.
start doing something
Yeah.
soon. So shall I do
Do the airports.
which one? East Midlands,
Liverpool South, Bristol. No, I don't know what the other one would be.
Sure,
That's
Didcot's not there.
Didcot can't be there.
no.
They're not
Yeah,
airports, are
unselect
they?
these. Let's do the aircraft manufacturers. Vickers, Bristol, Which was the other one? East Midlands.
Shorts.
Shorts. So what would these be? Stations or power stations?
No.
Parkways.
Didcot Park.
East Midlands Parkway, Warwick Parkway, yes. Liverpool South Parkway, yeah, they're
Yes.
Parkway stations.
Yes.
So take those off. Yeah,
no,
must
no,
be that
but we
one.
can go for it,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, go on then.
There you go. You solved them all. Very well done. So that's 4 points for the groups. What about the connections? What about the top group? Flashing, dormer, gable, eaves.
They're all parts of a roof. Or
It's all roofing terminology. That's right.
That's all right.
And the next green group, starting Howard.
They're all actors who have starred in Gone with the Wind.
They are all in Gone with the Wind. What about the next group, starting Hawker Siddeley?
So they are all aircraft manufacturers.
Aviation companies, that's right. And the last one, Warwick, Didcot, East Midlands, Liverpool South.
Parkway
They can all
stations.
proceed Parkway to
You can
form
put
railway
Parkway
stations.
after all of them to become railway stations. That's absolutely right. So that's another 4 points for the connections. You get a bonus of 2 for getting it all right. That's the maximum of 10. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Verbivores have 13 points. The Surrealists have 18 points. We're now going to play the Missing Vowels round. This will determine who goes through and who goes through. Because, of course, in our new structure, nobody goes home. I don't think anyone ever goes home. We just play and play and play and play. So, we've taken the vowels out of well-known names, phrases and sayings. What are the disguised clues? Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group are all works of literary criticism. No, people at home will be shouting at the screen. 7 types of ambiguity. Next clue. Verbivores.
Against interpretation.
Well done. Next clue. Verbivores.
A signifying monkey.
Very good. What is this, the final? This one is there a text in this class? You'll be relieved to hear it's a new category, a TV sports theme tune and it's sport. Surrealists.
So limbo and cricket.
Correct. Verbivores.
The Chain and Formula 1.
Correct. Surrealists.
Pop, Lux, Bach and skiing.
Well done. Next clue. No time to give me that last one, which is, of course, chase, sides, shoot up and golf, because the bell has gone for the end of the quiz. It was a nasty couple of categories, wasn't it? You're starting to wonder if you even want to make the final. I can tell you, at the end of the quiz, the Verbivores finish with 16 points, but the winners with 20 are the Surrealists. Very well done to you. You are through to the next round. Verbivores not out. You will get to play again to try and make the next round. So we'll see all of you again. And I hope we'll see you again. Although we're not on next week, we're being replaced by a panorama special looking into rumours of corruption on quiz show Only Connect. Rumours that first surfaced during these ill-advised closing remarks. Still, no smoke without fire.
In fact, Only Connect is back next Friday, but at the earlier time of 7 here on BBC Two. Visit the house that's more part of the terrain than on top of it. It's one of the world's most extraordinary coastal homes next. After which, Sandy Toksvig and Ellen Davis are joined by Johnny Vegas, Ronnie Ancona and Jimmy Carr for QI. That's at 10.